my name's Olivia. Welcome to my channel. If you're new and if you're coming back, welcome back to my channel. As of recording this video, the channel has reached over 100 subscribers, which I am like so blown away by. Thank you guys so much for subscribing if you have. It really means so much to me that you guys like what I'm doing and what I'm posting. So thank you so much. And because of that, I posted on my community tab asking what sort of video I should record today. I was blessed with no school today, so it was very convenient timing that this sort of lined up so I could record a little extra video for you guys. On that post, Harmony Gibson commented saying some sort of CC video would be cool. So what I'm going to do for you today is go through my create a sim items and kind of point out the ones that I use the most or that I really like. I'm planning on putting all the links to this CC down in a Tumblr post that I'll link in the description. So if you want to get any of these items, you can click the link there and it'll take you to where you can download them. So starting with the first bit of CC, it's more so a mod or an override. First one is my background. I decided to swap out the one that I had before, but I always get my backgrounds from Craze, so I will put a link to her Tumblr post down below that has all of her backgrounds linked. This one's the walk-in version 1 option, so I think it is pretty cute. Now the next Create a Sim mod that I got was the Standstill and CAS mod. I recently talked about this in the last episode of my Star Sign Legacy, episode 5, if I end up posting something before this one. But honestly, it is a game changer. It doesn't affect when you select any traits, but when you are putting clothes on them and when you're giving them makeup and skin details and all that, they will stay nice and still, which is very helpful. Starting with the body presets, one of my go-tos is the Sim Mandy preset here. I believe it's called the Pear preset, but this is what I gave Aurora in my Star Sign Legacy. I also downloaded these Peach Fairy ones. I believe my Sim Eliana has this one. There's also this one that looks really nice with some sort of like hip dips in there. So I'm gonna have her in this Sim Mandy one as we keep going. Now for tattoos, I do really like this Chewy Butterfly tattoo set here. Usually when I do tattoo sets, I usually just put all of the tattoos on them. So this option is really nice. There's also this vegan trait one, which has 2 sleeves, which I also really like. Now this Chewy Butterfly tattoo is fairly new, so I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but I do really like all of the options here. Another mod I downloaded specifically for my eyes was the No EA Eyelashes mod. And so that really has changed my game with being able to use the EA eyes that are here. So I haven't really had the need to have any other eye presets, but I do have these 4, which I do really like. I know Aurora has one of these, but this is how they look. So here's number 3, number 4, number 2, and number 1. Now I do have the Sim Mandy default eyes. I forget exactly what they're called, but I will definitely link them. I really like this swatch of the eye colors. There's also this sort of hazel one, which I really like, and probably out of the blues, I like this one. It looks the most natural to me. This swatch is also really pretty. I like how a couple of them have the like multicolor inside the iris, so that is one reason like I can't put any other eye in my game. Like I love this one too much. Now for skin details, I have been leaning towards this sort of skin blend right off the bat. So that's what it looks like when you put it on. I do have a custom skin on my Sims. I use the toffee skin, so I'll have to link that in the description as well. I also use this one pretty often. It's a very like neutral basic one that doesn't affect the actual skin too much. Just kind of makes it look a little nicer. Now for eyelashes, I can't get enough of these ones. I feel like most people have these eyelashes in their game if they have eyelashes, but there's lots of different varieties. They've also updated them to have the light brown colors as well. So that's kind of what the brown ones look like. Another go-to of mine is the Boo Boo blush. Now, I always have to test to see, yep, that's not for her skin tone. I can't not put Boo Boo blush on my Sims. like they need it always. So even just like the subtle swatch like that, like it just gives her a bit more dimension. Another go-to of mine is this face kit. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce the user, but I will have to link it in the description. There are just so many different things you can do. The red color is sort of like different highlights for the face. There's a like dark orange, which affects the lips a bit. The kind of yellow color is some different nose mask things. The green is the bit of highlight at the tip of the nose. The teal is more of defining the nose still. The light blue is the nostrils. The darker blue is some lip masks, which I usually use if I use anything from this kit. The purple is sort of eye bags and a little under the lip shadow, which I've been starting to use. And this pink is kind of like places of highlight on the face. So very useful and gives you a lot of different things. And they put it in multiple places for face detail, so there's guaranteed to be a spot where you're not using a skin detail, so you can still use this face kit. A recent download of mine has been a replacement for the EA teeth, so I just think this one makes the teeth look a little more natural and definitely whiter, and I love how it looks in game. Now moving to the eyebrows, I recently downloaded these Peach Fairy ones here, and I have been loving them. This is my go-to one of the whole set that I've downloaded, so I will have to link that one in the description. I also use this Twisted Cat one a lot as well. Now moving on to the hairs, I have a few creators that I lean towards for hairs. One of them is definitely Sims Trouble. I will kind of highlight a few of the hairs for you. This one is my most recent obsession, and if you have been following along with my videos so far, you have definitely seen this one. It is Aurora's current hair right now. I just love the curls and the waves, and the middle part is definitely back in, so it just looks really nice. This hair is another one that I really like. I love the scrunchie, and this creator does an amazing job with the curly hairs, and this is another one that I absolutely adore. One thing about this creator that I love also is that they will make a hair in multiple different ways. So like this swatch of hair has a half updo with a little bun, but there's also an option to have it fully up in the bun. There's a all down with most of it pushed to the back, and there's one where it's all down with half of it pushed forward. So I love just being able to have a variety of different options of how my sim could wear their hair, so I can have some continuity between all of their outfits. Another one of my favorites is this bun that Miko made. I love the curly hair texture, as you can probably tell, and I love all the little strands coming out. It's just so realistic. I love it. Dogsill is also another hair creator that I love to get things from. This claw clip updo is probably one of my favorites. It's definitely my go-to updo with the claw clip right now. I also really like this low bun off to the side. I just think it looks really nice. Now this hair I gave to a sim in one of my legacies. This is another one of my go-tos. I love the very deep side part and the slight wave. It just looks so good. Now for custom makeup, I'm like just starting to get into this, so I don't have that much custom makeup. One of my go-tos has been this from Twisted Cat. It can be very subtle if you want it to, or you can kind of amp it up to be a bit more glam, and I love the highlight on it. I also have these two from Cryptic Sim. There's Nightmare and Goddess, and those have been my go-tos for the longest time. And again, it's just like another way to bring a bit of dimension to your Sim's face. And here's a couple Goddess swatches. I tend to usually, out of the two, lean towards the Goddess one. My two go-to eyeliners are this blazed one from Cryptic Sim, and also this kind of softer one. Definitely a more muted look if you're going for that. Now in The Sims, I'm a lip gloss girly, so I have a few lip glosses here. This one is probably by far my favorite. It is from the Prism set from Twisted Cat. I just think it looks so good. Usually I try to go for the most natural looking on whatever sim I am on, so if I were trying to pick sort of like an everyday lip for her, I'd probably go for maybe something like this, and if I wanted some more color, maybe something like that. Now this one can be a little hit or miss depending on the sim that I have. Like for example, like this swatch I would definitely put on her. It looks so good. Now I'm gonna hold off on accessories until I get her in some clothing. So going into the clothing, I'm blanking on their new username, but their username used to be Grim Cookies, and they had this softy collection, or soft, however you want to pronounce it, but they had turned it into a default replacement for the underwear, so that's what I have currently right now. Now for my custom clothing, there's a lot to go through, so I'm just going to highlight a few of my favorites, and I'm going to pull also some from my Let's Play so you can have some CC from them. So my first one is this sort of ribbed top and cardigan. This is currently being used in my Lucid Legacy challenge, and she is wearing this swatch in my game, but there are so many incredible swatches. I love this top. Another top I'm using in one of my legacies is this top here. I love this one so much. It looks so cozy and relaxed, but also a little sexy with the little bra peeking out. Looks so good. Now this set from this creator is so good. There's the jean jacket with the little t-shirt underneath, so there's some different colors and swatches for that. They also have graphic tees underneath, a few of them, and I've used that for a few Sims since I've downloaded this as well. There's also a plain jean jacket with nothing underneath it, so you can use an accessory top underneath if you'd like. There is this one that has a bodysuit with a sort of ribbed turtleneck underneath. That also looks really nice. And this bodysuit I also really love. I believe it's Morgan in my Star Sign Legacy. She is wearing, I think, this swatch, and I just think it looks so good. One of the tops I always gravitate towards, I feel, is this Jolie Bean shirt. It's based off one of the in-game shirts, but they obviously added their own patterns and things like that, and I just absolutely love it. This top is the perfect length for it to fit with a lot of the high-waisted jeans and shorts that I have that are custom as well, so they usually make really nice outfits. Now for bottoms, this one is a new addition to my game, and I am loving it. It's kind of more Maxis mix, but I have been starting to like that style lately. But these just look so good. They are nice and simple. They're not too tight of a skinny jean, and they have the cuffs at the bottom, which I'll admit I have a tendency to roll the bottoms of my pants as well. But yeah, I just think it looks really nice. Another go-to of mine are these Clumsy Alien plaid pants. Now with her body preset, it might look a little funky, but that is okay. I still love these pants. I love all the plaid swatches. Admittedly, I don't really use the solid swatches, but I love the plaid ones. I also have been loving these shorts. There are just some sort of plain patterns for the jean shorts. There's also a version with a chain if you would like to, so it's just kind of looped on the side there. Now I feel like my number one go-to for jeans is this pair right here. I absolutely love them. They're so high-waisted, and they have a couple rips on them. There are just a few swatches, which is really all you need. This is my go-to color. I also really like this swatch as well, and there's a really bright blue also. I also gravitate towards these as well, so they're about the same length, and they have the same sort of rough edges on the bottom, but some of the swatches don't have that. So you've got your basic denim on the top, and then as you keep going lower and lower, there's little decals that get added, making each pair pretty unique. I love this Daisy swatch. It's also in some sort of more muted colors. There's options where there's plaid on the other side or different other patterns. And I think these ones are just really versatile. You got so many different colors and patterns to choose from, so you're definitely going to have an option that works for whatever outfit you are trying to make. Another go-to pair of jeans for me lately is this pair here. I love the belt, again, really high-waisted. It does clip with some of the tops that I have, but I usually try to make it work because I love these pants so much. Now for full body outfits, I've got some dresses and things that I tend to put on my Sims. This one is a new find, but I absolutely love this dress. It's like the perfect midi length, and I love the halter neck top with the spaghetti strap strings. And these swatches are so nice. I love all the pattern ones, like the delicate florals and things like that. There's also some solid swatches as well if you aren't really into the patterns. Another go-to dress of mine is this one for wedding dresses. I absolutely love this one. These two are, I believe, from the same set, but I do love both options. So this one's a bit shorter with some sort of see-through long sleeves, and I love all of these colors. So many good options. And there's a short sleeve kind of mid-length version with some buttons on the front, same colors, and I love both of these so much. Now these two have been a recent find, but I absolutely adore them. They have either sweaters or jean jackets or flannels tied around their waist. This one is a short sleeve version, and then you have a turtleneck version as well if you'd like to use it for your cold weather outfits. Now for sleepwear, I did recently find this. It's probably going to be one of my most recent reblogs on Tumblr. It is this button down with some just simple underwear underneath, kind of playing off the new Sentiments kit that just came out. I absolutely love this. I love all the muted colors. It just looks so good. Another go-to of mine are these two here. So there's a skirt version with the trench coat, and there's also the version with pants, and I always gravitate towards these for my cold weather outfits for my Sims. Now for accessories, one of my go-tos that I absolutely have to have in my game is this wedding ring override. Because of those eyelashes that I showed you before, they usually clip with literally any ring. I believe it's mostly the rings on the left hand. It might affect the ones on the right hand, I can't remember exactly, but this one allows me for my Sims to actually have wedding rings and not have it glitch out my whole Sim. There's basically all of the normal swatches in the game. Now for shoes, you can definitely see one creator that kind of overpowers them all. I absolutely love their stuff. It all looks so good in the game. One of my go-tos are these Vans. So these are just different recolors, but they all sort of do the same thing, but it's just a basic shoe that I can give my Sims. It's kind of like a Converse, but I think looks a little better. And if I have my Sims wear the Vans, I always give them the custom socks that I have in my game that are a bit lower to the shoe, so it's not as obnoxious looking as this. Like that would look so ugly. So I have low-rise socks for that. Another go-to are these sandals. I absolutely love these. There are so many different colors. Since I've downloaded these, I've also gravitated towards these sort of New Balance type shoes, and there are so many swatches too for all the different colors, and they are just so useful in my game. And these loafers, I absolutely love these. I want a pair of these in real life so bad, and so just being able to have them in The Sims has been so nice. I just think they look so good. Now I'm trying to find an outfit where I can make these work, but I absolutely love the Crocs in the game. Personally, my dad wears Crocs all the time, so I think it's just really realistic to have the Crocs in the game, because the people who do have Crocs like absolutely love them. So I feel like it'd be so fitting to give my Sims Crocs at some point. My go-to shoes when I'm dressing Sims up are these Aretha shoes. They're just really strappy, really simple. You've got sort of the basic metallic colors that will go with basically any dress your Sim has or owns. So they are just really awesome and practical. Now moving on to accessories, I'm going to start with glasses first. I have these glasses that I basically use almost every time I need a Sim to have glasses. So this is the first pair. It's more of a round sort of shape. You've got black, you've got the sort of tortoise print, you've got clear, which I love to use. There's also a sort of pink tinted clear version. There's also these kinds of glasses, which I also really like. You can have silver, you can have gold. There's some different colored swatches. Usually if I use a color on these glasses, I use this sort of navy color. I feel like it goes with most Sims outfits. But yeah, these ones are also really nice. There's also a sort of squarer version of the circle ones above, same sort of colors, but this one has ones where there's sort of gradients. So this one has a black fading into clear. There's also ones where it's like cut straights into the new color, so this one goes black straight into clear. I love this one. This one I tend to use a lot. Now for piercings, I tend to use a lot of the Bayscape face ones. I use this septum ring a lot. There's different swatches on the septum ring for whatever you are wanting to fit your Sim style. These are usually my go-to piercings when I want a Sim to have multiple piercings. So this one's a little more tame. You just got a couple in there. And this one has the big hoops as well as the multiple piercings, which are really nice. There's also this one that I recently found, which is a bit more tame as well if you want your Sim to be a little more sophisticated but still have multiple piercings. This one is definitely a must. And for those who just want a simple stud, I also have these as well. There's different swatches for the metal around the diamond as well, which I think really looks nice. Now for necklaces, I've been gravitating towards some of my newer ones I've been downloading, so I will show you those. This one is what I was kind of talking about when I was downloading stuff for my Star Sign Legacy. So it comes in a set with the necklace and the earrings. So that's how the necklace looks. There's with 2 stars and then just the 1 star. And I also have been gravitating towards these last 2. So this one has multiple chains on there. You have all the different colors as well. And there's also this one that has pearls that go with it and some other chains as well. But yeah, I think that's everything in CAS that are my must-haves. So I will make sure that everything is linked in that Tumblr post down below for you if you'd like to download anything. If you'd like me to dive deeper into the different categories of Create a Sim and the CC I use specifically for those looks, let me know. I could also do a CC favorites of my build CC. Let me know in the comments, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.